When I was young, roughly about 6 years old, one day in school, the teacher asked us a question. How many here has a color TV at home? Almost everyone raised their hands, including myself. I raised my hand saying, yes, I have a color TV. Then the teacher said, good. So now we have an assignment. What she does is, it was a drawing class. She picks up this particular image. It's an outline of Mickey and Minnie Mouse. She says, you go back home. It was a Friday. You go back home, you watch a cartoon, and come back on Monday with colors filled into this particular drawing. Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse should be colored. We were all happy. It was a good assignment for the weekend. We wind up school. We go back home. Happy it's a weekend. Back in those days, I'm talking about 30 years ago. Can't believe it, but yes, watching cartoons was a privilege. We used to wait every weekend. I don't know. Breakfast never used to be complete without watching Tom and Jerry, Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Donald Duck, and whatnot. So it was a pleasant Friday evening, and I go to my parents and tell them, I'm very excited. I need your help in something, today. They said, yeah, what is it? I said, today the teacher asked us a question, and we have to fill up, color. So we have to fill up color into this particular drawing. That's it. Great. So, but what is the assignment like? I said, the teacher just asked us, that how many in the class have color TV? So I raised my hand. I said, yes, now I have a color TV. So now I have to watch the cartoon and fill up colors to this. That says, that's fine, but we have black and white TV at home. And I said, yes, I know, but black and white is also color, right? Then this triggered some thought within my parents, within my dad. The thought was the young child, I was roughly about 6 years old. The way we perceive things can be different from the way elders or others perceive things. To me, grayscale or blue sepia, even that can be color. But the generally widely accepted color format was the beautiful color format. So this was my expectation of output with gray color scale. But what was expected was this, right? So this is the example of how smaller situations, little things can trigger thoughts within us. And this is something that we should all inculcate as triggers that can evoke thoughts or elicit thoughts within us. And we should transform this into something going forward. Oftentimes, we come across situations that we encounter and we overcome with solutions or ideas. We encounter love, we encounter heartbreak, but that helps us, that makes us more wiser. We encounter problems to which we find solutions, right? A famous man once said, nature provides enough for every man's need, but not for every man's greed. Do you know who it was? Mahatma Gandhi. Yeah. Um, so yeah, Mahatma Gandhi said that what we see right now today in Bangalore, we replace trees with concrete jungles and then cry that we do not have land space. We replace waters, we encroach land and build buildings and then claim that we don't have water. The place which is sufficient for 100 people, we build apartments housing thousands of people and then cry that we do not have resources like water and other resources available in that area. So these are triggers. Talk about Bangalore traffic. Bangalore traffic. We cry about Bangalore traffic, but what are we doing about it? Are we taking the metro on a regular basis? No. We want a freedom. We want to drive our cars. So when we have such triggers, when we have such triggers in our life, in our day-to-day life, and we have thoughts that is coming to us to address these problems, and we should always try to transform those thoughts into action. Most of the times what happens is when we transform those thoughts into action, we end up creating surreal experiences that will have a lasting impression for generations to come. Blasting off tons of metal every single year to launch satellites, only to end up losing those tons of metal into space or sea. This gave food for his thoughts for Elon Musk to come up with something to build like a reusable aircraft, reusable rocket. And that is a spectacular marvel that we have today, where he launches satellites into space and brings back the entire structure back to Earth. Similarly, somewhere in 1900s, Ralph C. Smedley, when he was working at YMCA, he was working with a lot of his colleagues and people, and he observed one thing. A lot of people required help in terms of communication, in terms of addressing their fellow beings, fellow colleagues, in terms of uh, uh, structuring a meeting. So he came up, it gave food for his thoughts, and he came up with an idea to organize something or meeting on a regular basis to help these people address their communication problem and help them build confidence and skills in communication. And that's how in 1924, Toastmasters came into being, which is now headquartered at Colorado, Englewood in Colorado. And it now has over 140, no, I'm sorry, 270K members across 15,000 clubs and across 148 countries. So that is the beauty of Toastmasters, and we're always encouraging for everyone to come up, break your barriers, come here, and sit, talk in front of the people, and build that confidence to be able to present yourself in a bigger crowd. For the benefit of our members and for the benefit of guests, I'd like to briefly tell you about how Toastmasters work. Excuse me. So Toastmasters is structured into three different areas, three different groups. One is the prepared speeches, where members come with speeches prepared and they speak for about 5 to 7 minutes. This will be evaluated by an evaluator. And then we have the table topic session, which is an impromptu session where you will be given topics and you will be asked to speak on the topic impromptu without any preparation. And ultimately, we have the general evaluation where the evaluator will be evaluating the entire session, right from how the SAA started until how the presiding officer ended the session. And all these are nothing. Like we don't, we can go on speaking throughout, but if it's not being evaluated, then there's nothing. There's nothing like looking back and uh, evaluating how the meeting went, right? So for that, we will be assisted with three different tag roles that we call the timer, R counter, and grammarian. We'll quickly introduce these role takers. Timer, Toastmaster Anand. Please introduce the role and expectations.
Well, I'm expected to keep the timing of each speaker, and I'm going to give the report when P. Murray asks.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. The next was the R counter, Toastmaster BKK. Please introduce the role and the expectations.
Thank you, Toastmaster Modi. My role is to find out how many awesome, sir, or any clutch words people are using it. I would give the report as and then send a laboratory answer.
Thank you, Toastmaster BKK. Toastmaster, the grammarian is taken by Toastmaster Pratap. Please
Good
introduce.
evening, all. I'll be the adult Hitler of today. I'll be a grammar Nazi. And it is my duty to introduce the word of the day. This word originated, the first recorded origin was in around 1800, when it was first used, and it originated from English language, and it means something which is unbelievable, something which is real but not feels real. And its usage picked up from the 1960s onwards. Until that, it was not very much popular.
And word of the day?
Sorry.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratap. So let us ensure that we try to use the word of the day as well. And the entire session will be evaluated by a general evaluator, which is Toastmaster Ramdas. Uh, all right, so let's begin the session, today's session, starting off with the prepared speeches. We have two new members who will be giving their icebreakers today, and those speeches will be evaluated by our very own Toastmasters. The first speech will be evaluated by someone who runs his own business, is also a passionate Rotarian. Um, he's a very dedicated soul in this particular club. He's always present for almost all the meetings and is an inspiration to every one of us. I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Chandrasekhar to give the evaluation resource and
Yes,
for the
thank you,
speakers.
T.O. Modi. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of public speaking. Timer, please note, it is 4 to 6 minutes. The speaker, please note, at 4 minutes you will be shown a green card. At 5 minutes you will be shown a yellow card, and at 6 minutes you will be shown a red card. You have 30 seconds more for you to get your speech qualified. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. I'm sure Toastmaster Anand will agree when I say German cars are the best cars. So our first speaker is somewhat related to German cars. She is currently the owner of an industry called RF Engineering. She was in the RF space for quite some time, and she's played varied roles in different companies, including Mercedes. She uh, she's passionate about singing, no, about listening to music. So without further ado, let's hear more from the speaker herself, Toastmaster Sharda Ein Nishe Schaffen. Ein Nishe Schaffen, Toastmaster Sharda.
Vielen Dank, Toastmaster Bobaya, and that means thanks a lot.
Thank you.
The topic for today, eine Nische schaffen, means to carve a niche in German. Good evening, my dear Toastmasters. I would like to take you back in time with me to see how beautiful my life as a child was. I was born to a very young couple who fell in love and got married. Amma was 16 and Appa was 25. And apparently, I used to brag about my parents saying that Appa was Rajkumar and Amma was Jayanti, the most popular hero and heroine of those days. And why not? My parents were the best looking couple those days. And yeah, Appa used to work for HAL Bangalore, and he was sent to Russia for a training. And post training, he was transferred to a small, quaint town in Odisha called Sunabeda. And my brother was born before we moved to Sunabeda, and my sister was born there in Sunabeda. And the best memories I have of this place are a beautiful house, a small house, and even more beautiful garden which Appa used to look after, and then a very friendly hospital. Why is it friendly? Is because the doctors used to stay close to our house, and that's why the hospital also became friendly to me. And then my school, which was located almost around 3 kilometers away from home. And then the school was also located amidst hills. And so after school, we would all run up and then to the small hillocks. And then we would, pluck all these cashew nuts and stack them in our school boxes, come home and get whacked by our parents. But and we also had these tiny velvety insects which we used to carry them. I don't know if you know about them. We used to carry them in matchboxes to school and keep them on our bench, and then they would, crawl, crawl all over. And when the teacher would come, put them back into the matchbox. Those were the beautiful days of my childhood. And oh yes, I did well in my studies. My handwriting and my spelling tests were almost flawless. And know why? Our teacher, Mrs. Sen, she had this long whacking stick which would land mercilessly on our knuckles. And no matter how far away I sat, that stick would find me. And thanks to her, my handwriting is still appreciated. And may her soul rest in peace. For high school, we moved to Bangalore due to my grandfather's ill health. And I studied in Raghavendra High School, not a very hi-fi one, but a fairly decent school. Yeah, again, I would excel in studies, no doubt there, but there was also one other side to me. I was a very naughty girl and a tomboy. Like, that wasn't enough. There were teenage crushes in abundance. And Amma used to keep a watch on me. Thanks to my teachers, they would sneak, and may their souls also rest in peace. Then came college. I was more outside than inside. I did my BSc in physics, chemistry, and maths. No, I don't remember any word of what I learned in college. And I saw a lot of movies, bunk classes. That was me. And while in college, I appeared for a competitive exam, got a job in government, central government. I worked for Press Information of Bureau, Delhi, followed by Doordarshan Kendra, Bangalore. In between Press Information Bureau and Doordarshan Kendra, I got married, had two beautiful children. I worked for 17 years in Doordarshan Kendra, and I made some really good friends for life. While working for Doordarshan Kendra, I did my German language courses, which helped me carve a niche for myself as a translator, and a very good one at that. And I worked for esteemed organizations like NIT Technologies, Robert Bosch, Mercedes-Benz, moving from the role of a translator to that of a senior manager responsible for deliveries. I also worked as a product owner for MSG Global Solutions, wherein I was the only interface between Mercedes-Benz and MSG. And traveling all the way till Bellandur took a huge toll on me, and I decided to quit. And then I wanted to try my hand in business. We started an educational online platform called My Abhyas. That was when COVID, played a spoil sport. I now have a company called RF Engineering. I deal with RF devices, radio frequency devices, and I'm the distributor for South India. My hobbies: I love watching movies. I listen to retro songs, Kannada and Hindi. I love reading novels. I've still not gotten over Milton Boone. I'm still in that phase. And yeah, my forever crush is Shah Rukh Khan. This constant guy somehow manages to, kind of chase away all any man whom I seem to fall for. So I'm back again with Shah Rukh Khan, and I'm here in Toastmasters to improve my speaking abilities and to learn more about leadership qualities. Thank you for listening to me. Have a good evening.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sharada, for that wonderful introduction. I'm sure we've learned a lot about you in this past 4 to 5 minutes. Before we continue further, I think we have one new guest. Can you quickly introduce yourself?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ravi. I'm currently working in Payment Recognition Center.
Yeah.
In Whitefield, Payment Recognition Center. Working in my education, the senior product safety engineer. It's the first time I'm visiting here.
So you found this online?
Yeah, from this one.
Welcome.
Your good name, sir?
Pradeep.
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 Pradeep. Pradeep.
Can you spell it? D-double-E-B.
DW.
Pradeep.
Pradeep.
Pradeep. Instead of P, it is B.
Yeah.
Right, Pradeep?
Yeah.
Welcome.
All right, moving on to our next speaker. Before we call the speaker, the evaluator, she currently works in the corporate field, works with the online technology. She has been a Toastmaster. She's on her Toastmaster journey for quite some time. She's been a Toastmaster for about 5 years now. She was also a participant for the International Speech Contest last year. We will encourage her to win this international speech contest this year. She's also a great singer. Without further ado, please welcome Toastmaster Nimisha.
And learn the basic structure of a public speech. I wish him good luck.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nimisha. So, have you ever found yourself missing a EMI payment and then find somebody at your door waiting to give you that payment? Yes. So this person is somewhat in that field. He is from the banking and financial sector. He is a new member of our club. He enjoys playing cricket. He's always seen most of the times on the cricket field. Without further ado, we'll hear it from the horse's mouth. Toastmaster Arjun, Partha in Singapore, Partha in Singapore, Toastmaster Arjun.
Good evening to all. My name is Toastmaster A.B. Arjun, and I will walk you through my life journey since I was born. Here, my parents were during the year 1990s. My parents were acting in a drama company called Spandana, and they have enacted for almost 3 to 4 years, and that is where they fell in love. They got married in 1994, and then I was born in December 1995. And I started my schooling at Venkat International Public School. And yes, my school, at my school, during every summer camps, my father ensured that I learned new activities, new sports, or some activities. He ensured me to learn that. So every year I tried, going formal coaching in cricket, in badminton, in chess, uh, and I think volleyball as well. And when it comes to curricular activities, I also underwent acting course for almost 6 years, and uh, singing classes and dance classes. So overall, like in cricket, we call all-rounder, right? So I want to be an all-rounder in my life. So that is also my goal is. And then after my 10th, I joined PUC at MES College, and I completed my graduation at MES colleges as well. Then once I finished my graduation, I went to my dad's company to learn the business for 1 year, and later it was surreal for me when he asked me to go to Singapore and study for my MBA. All this while it was I never left my parents uh, for even not more than 2 or 3 days. That is when I felt tears in my eyes, and it was very difficult for me uh, to live without them. And that's how I went to Singapore, and my dad gave me a confidence. And on a daily basis, I was, thanks to WhatsApp and Facebook is where we were video calling on a daily basis, and he was telling me how to study on those topics. He was actually helping me on various topics when I was in NBA. And then that is where during my MBA is that is where I learned how to build a business, how to start making money in the business, how do I save money, and how do I invest in stocks or in mutual funds. And same thing I replicated after coming back to India at my dad's company as well. So when I again in the year 2020, I started, handing over of all my dad's business, being as a telecaller or a field executive or as a team leader as well, and handling all clients, major banks. So our company name is VB Associates. So we started in the year 1998, and we are into, as you know, as sir said, we are into collections. In other words, recoveries for all multinational banks, NBFCs, and fintechs. And uh, so during when I took over, sorry,
No.
so when I took over this business, so we were almost close to 250 staff, handling only 10 clients. Right now, we have 18 clients, and we are almost more than 550 people working for us. So there are three or more unique things working in our company. One is what I would like to say is average vintage employees are more than 5 years old in our company. And one more is we have brothers, sisters, father and son. Not only my father and me, there's also another father and son, father and daughter, husband and wife, brother, sister who are working in our company, creating a unique work experience. And we also employ people who have not completed their graduates. So by giving them an opportunity to work and take care of their family as well. So and so Uh, and also, my dear Toastmaster, if you know anyone who is in need of a job and not completed graduation, please, I'm there for them. You can refer them anywhere. You can refer them anytime. So thank you. That was my speech story. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arjun, for sharing your surreal experiences that you have faced in your life. And I don't think anybody felt that this was his first speech. He appeared quite confident. That was good. That's a good start. I would have been your senior had I chosen MES, but I chose symbiosis. So, all right, moving on. Our to our next speech. Before I call the speaker, a little bit about the evaluator. We affectionately call this person the monk of our club. He is also part of the corporate world, and as a person, I feel he is very calm always. I've never seen him worked up about anything. I've never seen him angry. There's a lot that goes on within the club in terms of the role takers, in terms of understanding what the role is. You ask him 100 times, he will explain it to you 100 times. So without further ado, please welcome Toastmaster Ramdas to give the purpose of the speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dave. This speaker is speaking on managing a difficult audience. The purpose of the speech is for the member to practice the skills needed to address audience challenges when he or she presents outside the Toastmasters club. Time limit is 10 to 15 minutes. So 10 minutes will be green, 12 minutes yellow, 15 minutes red. 10, 12, 15. 20.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramdas. So a couple of weeks back, we had the new installation of the XCOM. So then we had called keynote speaker, somebody from Mercedes, and this person was a general evaluator during that time or the session after that. So that day, during the evaluation process, he took us through a journey of all the Mercedes cars, right from E-Class till the Maybach. So he's a passionate Rotarian as well. He's into building. He's a builder, and let's see what he has to share today. Toastmaster Anand, Bangalore is the next Cape Town. Bangalore is the next Cape Town. Toastmaster Anand.
Dear Modi,
Bangalore is the next Cape Town. What's the relation between a Cape Town and Bangalore? Water. Water. Water.
Drinking
What else? What else?
dead bodies, gardens.
cricket field.
Concrete jungles. The comparison of today's thing is about Cape Town running out of water and Bangalore being the next town that may go out of water. That's what everyone says. Bangalore is the next Cape Town. Food for thought. A very surreal topic also to go around with. Bangalore is at 900 odd meters high, because of which we have a fantastic slope going around it, which also gives us a lovely terrain, because of which you can build so many tanks which are interconnected. So when Kempegowda built it, there were about 1,845 lakes and ponds which were interconnected. But today we have about 285 of them left. Each of them are interconnected. So when the rain feeds the first one and that fills up, it goes to the second one, and that fills up, it goes to the third one. But what happened to the other 1,000 odd tanks that were there? Well, as the MOD was telling, there's enough for the man's need, but not for the man's greed. So man's greed and the unstoppable urbanization of Bangalore made us get into the lakes, stop all the inflow into it. The culverts were stopped. Culverts or the feeding canals, as we call it, the Raj culverts, the Poshak culverts were filled up, and we had a problem. Now the question is, will Bangalore end up becoming a Cape Town? So what is the can you give me an answer for that? Why would you think that it won't?
I would like that.
No. Cape Town is Cape Town and Bangalore is Bangalore. We
No.
get Bisleri water. Does the Cape Town get Bisleri water?
They get Bilseri water.
I don't think
Huh?
we should be.
Bilseri water.
Bisleri water. Maybe that. But I am very sure that we won't get. And
We are
also
talking
about,
about Chandrasekhar sir, Toast Master Chandrasekhar and Pratap. When we are talking about a city running out of water, we are not talking about a distillery coming here. We are talking about a solid drinking water problem that may exist. Can you tell me what is the population of Bangalore today?
you are the source for water for Bangalore, Kaveri. You are not speaking anything.
No. He's also, has
What is the population of Bangalore today?
That is
Exactly.
that
Fantastic.
is there, but
Now, with that being ascertained that you're talking to an expert, now let's go step by step, taking it forward. It's about 1.4 crores is the population of Bangalore, and that's a lot. Total water requirement of Bangalore is about 18 TMC of water, and we have 4 stages of Kaveri coming in here,
What is TMC?
1,000 million cubic feet.
I thought it was Trinamool Congress.
I also felt that same. Why Didi is coming here when no Bengalis are here?
Very apt thinking, very surreal way of looking at TMC. But unfortunately, in the terms of water, it's all about 1,000 million cubic feet, which is a measuring unit when it comes to large usage of water.
Somebody should go to Supreme Court to fight because we require so much. Why we are going to give it to neighboring states?
Radio today's time going to
No, we can use distillery water anytime,
Yes.
right?
Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, I was just looking at all the news that is happening. The Afghanis are holding the Pakistanis on the other side of their country, so they're not going to attack. Okay. So there's no point going out of the topic. And I would like to say that you're listening to an expert, and your questions must be far more relevant when we are talking about it. And I'm sure you will be coming out with some brain teasing, food for thought questions. So 18 TMC of water being satisfied by 4 stages of Kaveri and about 60 million liters MLD from Esirgata, 125 MLD from Tippundalli. So we have quite a sufficient number of water sources that is going to satiate our thirst. What is the
What is the elevation of Cape Town?
what is the
Elevation, height of what height is Cape Town located?
seriously? It doesn't matter to the topic today. Today it's all about will Bangalore become dry? And I'm here. I'm trying to say that it will not become dry.
Did you read in the news?
What do you mean by
Tiruponnur is
an mm of rainfall? And what is the rainfall? Average rainfall of Bangalore? Can anyone answer? What's the average rainfall of Bangalore? 900 mm is the average rainfall, but in the last decade it is about 1200 mm. When we say 1 mm, in 1 square meter, if 1 mm of water falls, that is the unit of measurement. So in 1 square meter, if you have 1000 mm rain, you have 1000 liters. Which means in your house, if on top of your house, if you have a 100 square meter of plain area, you can get 1 lakh liter of water in a year. With 108 to 135 days of rainy days in Bangalore, that's more than sufficient to take care of the Bangalore needs. We don't need anything else. While we all know what is to be done, how do you make the Bangaloreans get up and say, okay, let me go and dig a tank and have my water harvesting done? We need to have the government pushing and prodding us and saying, you do it or we will cut off your electricity or we are going to penalize on your water bill. With the prodding or with their own uh, motivation, people are coming forward to do it. So on one parameter, about 70% of the Bangalore water needs are being met. The next question of making our Bangalore drought proof. Making our Bangalore drought proof is by reusing the water whatever we are using now. So as you rightly said, I am the expert on that. We have three valleys coming out of Bangalore. One is the Hebbal Nagavara Valley, one is the Kormangla Chalgatta Valley, the other is the Vrishabhavati Valley. HN Valley, as it is called as, your Hebbal Nagavara Valley, covers about 207 square kilometers. And Kormangla Chalgatta Valley, which is the biggest one, covers about 265 square kilometers. And both of them at one point meet each other. And between these two valleys, you have at least about 85 lakes. And what is happening in Bangalore, the best part of it is BBMP is collecting all the water that is coming out, giving it a nice churn, treating it, and whatever treated water is coming out is being pumped into these lakes. So perennially, you have water in the lakes. This is also regenerating the underground water table and you are getting sweet water. And one of the projects that we did from Rotary Club South Parade and from where I was leading the whole show was to dig shallow aquifers, go down till the rock, not beyond that, put in perforated uh, tubes, have filter around that, get the water from there, pump it in, have a small treatment plant which is going to treat the water for any bacterial content or some odor. And then lo and behold, you have about 6 lakh liters of water coming out of the Hebbal Lake, that the Devanalli Lake that we did.
Reading, you find that water is there at 3 feet, 4 feet.
Fantastic.
And-
Use it.
And the water is metal.
You can treat that. You can really treat that. Good question you asked me. In terms
But
of
why they should go for all those things? See, rainfall increase
Let me
from
finish.
900 to 1200. There is excess rainfall. Water is there.
my speech is so beautiful and it's giving so much of food for thought that our Toastmaster Chandrasekhar has so many things to talk about today.
These thoughts are more beautiful.
His thoughts are more beautiful. Thank you so the water at 3 feet level. It's not good for when you are building a building. You will have negative pressure and uplift pressure. But in terms of using the water, you can definitely do it. Drill a bore well, go right up to the rock. Don't go beyond that. Put some filters, and a small treatment plant is just enough to take care of your water needs. If it is smelly and if it is really bad, if it is having a lot of odor, that means there must be some industry close by which is contaminating it. That time, forget using it. It's bad. Any other questions you have?
Lot, sir, lot, sir, lot of.
Please go ahead and ask me the questions.
Yes, we were talking in my house also. You put one JCB, you bucket, you get lot of water rushing.
Good. So it does.
Okay, but it
Again,
is
goes
not.
on to say that Bangalore is not a Cape Town.
It is never a Cape Town, Bangalore. Huh? Thanks, sir.
I seriously request you to be attentive when I am speaking. When I told you 1,845 tanks, out of which only 285 remaining, which means the other tanks have been filled up, and the Raj colways and the Koshak colways, which are up there, has been filled up. So that is the reason that's happening. And rainwater harvesting is something that we have to look into. And we thankfully, the government has come out with proposals to open up the Raj Kalways, Kosher Kalways, clean up the tanks, remove the silt formation, and most of the tanks have been rejuvenated now. And the project that we did in Devnali Lake has become the proof of concept project, and it's being replicated across Bangalore now. You won't have the problem, and we have also given a solution to drought-proof Bangalore. Anything else? Any questions for that matter? Chandrasekhar ji, with your food for thought, you must be having quite some more questions coming.
No, I think I'll settle for Bangalore not becoming Cape Town.
Thank you very much. You rest my case. Thank you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. Here's a food for thought. If your building is already built, why is it still called a building? Jokes apart, the reason you saw that many people interrupting Toastmaster Anand is because that is the purpose of that speech, uh, where the purpose is to see how well Toastmaster Anand addresses those concerns and those disturbances by incorporating that within his speech. So that was the purpose of this particular speech, and I think we have seen a very encouraging disruption in today's speech. And a couple of thoughts, couple of food for thought that Toastmaster Anand rightly provided was organization, rapid organization. When I was working in Hyderabad, I there's no concept of uh, there's no concept of outskirts in Bangalore anymore. I never know like when I cross Bangalore, only when I see the number plates on the vehicles, AP registration, then I know that I've crossed Bangalore to AP. Towards the south, during Diwali, I just go to Hosur. I don't know, there's no outskirts. You just drive to Hosur, buy cheap firecrackers, and come back to Bangalore. Right? It's so urbanized that we don't have the concept of outskirts anymore. All right, so we had beautiful sessions, beautiful prepared speeches. So next we will move to the one that we are eagerly waiting. I'm sure everyone wants to come to the stage and give your thoughts for about 2 to 3 minutes. So the person who's conducting this speech, he is, uh, whenever you interact with him, you feel like you're part of, he makes you feel like you're part of family. If there's anything that is troubling you in terms of your speech, in terms of your thoughts, in terms of anything that is troubling you, just call him. With his warm speech, warm thoughts, he will encourage you to think in the right direction and go confidently and face those situations. The reason I'm a VPPR today is because he convinced me to be the VPPR, although I had a lot of concerns initially, but he convinced me that this will be a role that I will be looking forward to in the future as well. So without further ado, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Santosh Kejriwal to conduct the table topic sessions.
What an introduction, bro. Huh?
Three to four topics.
First time. Huh? He said only 3 to 4 topics. It doesn't matter. Let him say. Huh? Food for thought he is given me. So what is this table topic session? Let me explain a bit for the benefit of the guests and new members. Okay, this is a session where, as a table topic master, I will be throwing some topics to everyone in the audience. The audience are encouraged to come volunteer themselves, come over here and speak for about a minute or two impromptu. Right? So today's topic are all related to today's theme, food for thought. Mainly, you will find them related to food, but I'd like to have a different thought of yours on that topic. Understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No questions? Very intelligent audience. Okay. First and foremost, topic. Hot and spicy. Hot and spicy. Who would like to come forward and take up this topic? Or should I call someone?
Sunil, is that
Huh?
Toastmaster Sunil want to try?
Sunil wants to try?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for leaving an open-ended one where I can volunteer myself.
You are hot and spicy. Come, go ahead. Go ahead.
The weather in Bangalore is amazing. It is probably a surreal dream for a lot of people to settle down in Bangalore, given we don't have extremities anywhere. You name a season, it is always mild in Bangalore. The current season that we are experiencing, rainy season, probably transitioning into winter, best time to eat something that is hot and spicy any time of the day. Be it hot idlis with spicy sambar in the morning, hot rice or hot chapati with a good curry in the noon, or bhaji, bonda, samosa, pakoda in the evening as snacks, and a hot samosa or samosa chat probably adds a lot of thought about food and brings in brings in lot of nostalgia to me, because when I look back, this is the season which a lot of us enjoy the most. That's it, and thank you.
Well attempted. I thought he will talk on something else, but food. Huh? It always come back. Okay, Toastmaster Sharda in her icebreaker speech was referring to one word. Can anyone come out with that word? Something which was quite different. A naughty word it was.
Whacking.
My next topic, the word is crush. Who will come forward and take up this topic? Crush. Crush has got many meanings. Come. Should I pick someone?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
No hands are raised, so I think
No answer raised.
no.
Vikas Agarwal, would you like to take up this topic as a guest?
Sure, sir. I'll just give it a try.
Give a try. Huh?
Crush.
a limited word for me when I was in class 7 to 8. So I had for my English teacher, and she was very dear to me. She used to always pick point because uh, after some time I came to know why she was always pinpointing me, because she was close to my brother, who was a studious person, a studious student among the in the class, just 2 years elder to me. So that's why she used to always look me as a my elder brother only. But I mistook it. Oh, she likes me. She likes me. So always like I was in for her class, I used to make my hairs okay, my tie okay, and I used to look the best in the class. But I was zero in my studies. I will always forget her do the homework, to get the back from her always, and then I used to again second day morning I have to keep myself neat and tidy, ready for the show. Thank you.
As a first timer, you spoke very well, and you're quite daring also. Because, huh?
Thank you.
Were you grilled by your teacher, English teacher? Anytime?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So my next topic is, any guesses? Grill. Grill. Can ask Madhuri Srikanth as a guest. Would you like to try this topic?
Good evening, everyone. If I have understood proper, the grill, you mean to say the grill which we use for cooking or something? Or does it mean something?
This is food for thought.
Food for thought.
This is food for
Okay.
thought. Many meanings. Grill sandwich, grill by a teacher, and everything.
Grilled by a teacher?
Grilling experience.
Grilling experience.
Grilling experience.
How,
Okay.
how you grill your kids?
Yes.
She will go.
Yes. So basically, I will take up with the clue given by the Toastmasters. Huh? So grilling in my family itself, as basically I am to the education field as a teacher, as a lecturer. So I wish that I will be drilling or grilling to my husband or to my daughter. So what the perfection I require or I expect in the classroom or with my students, the same type I wish that it should be very, very appropriate. So take for example the timings. So we should be ready by 7:30. All three of us should be ready by 7:30. I expect that everybody should be at 7:29. So my husband or my daughter also. So same way, the food. So let us eat always the healthy food. That is one more drilling to them. So same way, even in the institution, maybe it can be any of the classroom or any of the place. So I would expect the perfection in everything. Thank you.
Very good. One more? Okay. So now Madhuri Srikanth, right?
Madhvi Srikanth.
Madhuri?
Yes.
She has given us a good recipe of how we can grill anyone that we don't like, right? Huh? So let us see. My next topic will be recipe. Recipe. Srushti, as a guest, would you like to take up this topic? Yeah, very nice. Huh? Like mother, like daughter. Come.
So topic given to me is recipe. So the thoughts that come to my mind is, in order to lead a happy life or a successful life in general, is to have ingredients of everything, which is sadness, happiness, anxiety, fear, disgust, everything, a little bit of everything. I think added together would make a beautiful life. I think if we leave out a little bit of something, like if you're not happy enough, it would you'd be catering to other fears like fear or um, sadness or something. But I think all of these ingredients put together would come up with a great recipe. Thank you.
Our TMOD has restricted my time to only 4 topics. Otherwise, I had 10 more topics that I have to give to each and every one of you. Better luck next time to me. Thank you, all of you. Enjoyed it. Bye.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh, for those wonderful session. We started from crush and ended with a recipe for success. So I think let's get to the next session, which everyone is eagerly waiting for. I'm sure the speakers are waiting to see how they've performed, and others are waiting to see how they have performed in their roles today. So without further ado, I'd like to call the general evaluator, Toastmaster Ramdas, to give us the general evaluation of the entire session.
Thank you. We come to Toastmasters every week to learn something. It's a continuous learning. We call lifelong learning. That's why in the US and also in India, there are members who are Toastmasters for decades, 20, 30, 40 years, because it's a continuous learning. The learning happens only when we reflect on the things that we read or we heard and act on how we can improve further. So today we had a good session where many of us or many role takers came up here and gave you speeches for taking up the roles. I request the role takers to come up here and share one point that you did very well today according to you, and one point you think you could have done better. Is it clear? All the role takers I call one by one so that you can come up here and share one point you did well today and one point or one aspect you could have done better. So it's one line only, please. It's not a speech, it's one point that you need to share, 1 plus 1 point. Am I clear? So my job is very less today. I let all of you to reflect on how you performed your role and go back with the lessons that you learned and act on that in the coming weeks. So let me start with Toastmasters Day. Toastmasters Bopaya, please share your 2 lines.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramdas. I think the one thing that I'm proud of today is that I don't have any script. So I'm speaking here without a script. And one thing that I probably can improve myself is in terms of the content and the way it is being delivered to the audience.
Thank you. My feedback to Toastmaster Day is your beautiful smile. Your preparation is excellent. Toastmaster Day is a one who prepares the introduction of the speakers. You speak on the theme. You're very good. And earlier times you used to look at the notes. Today, no notes. The preparation went on very well. What I like the most is personal story. You talked about the triggers and you shared your personal story as well there. It's really nice. One thing you could improve further maybe next time. You can watch the video as well. Sometimes you shuffle on the legs to left and right. It's a distraction. Things like me. Be just aware of this and it's be okay. Others have found you're well prepared, very confident. When you smile on the stage, we all get more relaxed here in the audience as well. All the best for your performance. Thank you. The session today started sharp at 7 o'clock, which is a trademark of our club. Congratulations to XCOM. The Sergeant Arm was here on the stage waiting for the time to tick 7 o'clock and start sharp 7 o'clock. Very nice. May invite Sergeant Arm to come up and share your 2 points. What you did well today and what you think you could have done better.
Thank you. What I did well was that I had more
confidence than the last meeting in which I had spoken about. And what I would have, what I want to impress that I want to do it without reading the format. Okay, that's what.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I agree. Our Santam is doing this role for the second time. Last time was the first time, today second time. So it takes time to come up here and practice. So you did not look at you looked at notes only sometimes, but you're looking at audience more often. That's very good. What you could have done better is one, you have to start with the high energy. You look at the presiding officer's voice and that energy, start with the higher pitch in the beginning. So if you're looking at notes or mobile, we are awakened and we start giving attention to the meeting. We normally share the mission of Toastmasters so that the guests, if they're here, they would know. So these two things you can consider next time. Otherwise, I found much more than last time, and I'm sure you'll be doing much better job in the coming weeks. Congratulations. We have 3 speeches today, so may invite before I invite the evaluators, may I request the speakers to come up and share your 2 thoughts. Toastmaster Sharda, please. What you liked, what you did well today, and what you could have done better.
I was really worried about speaking in front of all these.
Stupid crowd.
Nahi. So I think I did fairly well. I thought that I would kind of, not complete my speech and go back. And what I could have done better is I could have prepared myself much more better, and I could have given a few more points about my life.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We need evaluator, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, to give evaluation, please.
Yeah. Let me first congratulate Toastmaster Sharda for that wonderful introduction and an icebreaker speech. Yes, you did all. Your content was so filled with that it made everybody go back to their old days or their younger days. You did mention about your schooling, and though I was your classmate, some of the things were all also new to me. So that was the level of your preparation. You did add a lot of humor in that, and you made life so simple, your life journey, which anybody listening will have a question mark. My life is not like that. So they would be thinking it, and you have a very good smile. Please keep it up, and that will also make a very big impact on your speech. There are very few things because there's an icebreaker speak. Most of the things you have done to the point. Control your breathing pattern and have a better movement on the stage. But I never felt that you have an apprehension of speaking to the crowd. You have the beautiful smile, you have a beautiful humor in your words. I am sure Toastmaster journey you will enjoy and make more improvement.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to Chandrasekhar for that motivating feedback. I'm sure the speaker is feeling good. It was a nice feedback. You covered what speaker did well and that could be improved. Normally for the icebreaker, we limit only to motivating the speaker. Toastmaster Sharda, just to add a couple of more points. One is you are comfortable on the stage. Beginning you are holding this table, but later you became comfortable. You start using the gestures which we say. You said house, you showing the hands, very nice. You have very subtle humor, which is the trademark of a good speaker, because when you have humor, we all enjoy and we want to listen more and more. These are 2 more things I want to add. I'm sure you'll become much more better speaker as you come more prepared next time. Looking forward for a great speech next time. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Before I call the second evaluator, may I invite the second speaker, Arjun.
Sir, one good thing is I'm actually lazy and not much disciplined because wherever I go, I'm late for the meeting. One good thing for today is I was here at 6:45 before the meeting, and what I would also learn is get prepared for my speech. So these are the two things what I.
Thank you. Brought me invite the evaluator Toastmaster Nimisha to come up here and give evaluation, please.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and of course Toastmaster Arjun. Congratulations, you took your first step in the journey of public speaking. Kudos to you. Now, some people may think that an icebreaker is a pretty easy speech to deliver because all you have to do is talk about yourself. But I'd say that icebreaker is a pretty difficult topic because you have to speak about yourself, and it's not easy to condense so much about yourself in just a 4 to 6 minute speech. So that's the first thing I thought you did really well, Arjun. You broke down your topic, you selected 3 to 4 interesting aspects of your life, and you narrowed it down, which I thought it made it very easy to get an insight into your life as an individual. I thought your speech was clear as you transitioned through the different phases of your life, be it your birth, your education, family, or job. The second thing that I thought stood out for me in your speech was that you personalized it. I felt like I was having a dinner table talk with my friend Arjun, so really well done. In my opinion, the more personal your talk is, the warmer your relationship gets with the audience. So fabulous job there, Arjun. Here are some proposals for you to consider to maybe elevate your speech to the next level. What you can do is you can consider elaborating 1 to 2 personal highlights from your story, right? Like you spoke about your sporting journey. Was there a funny moment or maybe a memorable moment from any of these sports that you played? Or when you left your parents and went to Singapore, did something difficult happen there? How did you deal with it, right? So when you share more about your personal moments, I think it can bring you even more closer to the audience. As you go forward, Arjun, you will have to start crafting key call-outs, key takeaways for the audience. That's where I feel you'll establish more affinity with your audience. So once you start practicing that part, I'm pretty sure you will come closer to the audience, right? The second thing is practice your speech. I'm pretty sure you did that, but I felt there were some moments where you could have used more practice. For example, when you spoke about how you left your parents and went to Singapore, that was a very emotional moment. So maybe you could have made that more emotional. Perhaps you could have spoken about something, how you missed them. Were there any difficult moments? How did you solve for them, right? So a sound practice, I'm sure, will help you become a confident speaker. I'd suggest maybe you can practice in front of a family member, your mentor, or a trusted friend, right? So an early feedback is always better than a late criticism. So I hope you keep that in mind. So Arjun, keep up your ability to highlight the key aspects of what you want to talk about and the personalization, and work to highlight personal aspects in your story, and practice, practice, and practice. You're a fabulous speaker. I'm pretty sure. I look forward to your speech. So good luck.
Standing here, I was thinking that there's a evaluation contest happening, and Toastmaster Nimisha is participating in the contest. Really nice, you covered. And what I like is a motivating to the speaker, and you also explained how we could have done better. Nice. Done well. Speaker, Toastmaster Arjun. Just to add a couple of more points, your beautiful voice. You have good bass. I said the very first word you uttered here, I was very attracted to the voice. You also have good gestures, a beautiful smile. So keep up these things. You're looking at the mobile screen sometimes because it goes off. It's a distraction for me. If you want to bring in notes, you can bring a hard copy here and just keep it and refer as required. I like the offer you've given that if anyone wants a job who is not completing graduation, I have a candidate. I'll refer to you. It is very nice. Really enjoyed your speech. All the best to you. Thank you. Before I call next evaluator, I call the third speaker, Toastmaster Anand. please share some lines.
Thank you. I said the good thing that I did was I got my facts right. Bad thing that I did was I couldn't weave a story around it. Though I was more concentrating on how to handle the disruptive audience here, I could never make out TMC and connect it to Trinamool Congress. So that apart, a little more practice would have made the whole thing much better. A story around the facts would have brought out a much better speech is what I thought.
Thank you. I'm evaluated for Toastmaster Anand. Toastmaster Anand, you started with the question with the title of the speech itself, and that opened up audience answering the different answers. Is Bangalore the next Cape Town? People give different. We knew the answer that what you're going to speak on, but still all of us give different answers. Really nice. What I liked was you are confident on the stage, you have beautiful smile. Though there are disruptive audience, chit-chatting, asking questions, you were fully in control. In fact, you made the disturbing audience more nervous, asking questions. Ask me questions. There are not questions coming from the disruptive audience. You're very much in control on the stage. And whenever somebody was going out of the topic, you politely said, let's come back to the topic. That means you are in control and you were asking them in a polite way, let's come back to the topic, very humorous way, done very well. That means you handled the audience in a very effective way. That's the objective of the speech for this project. You gave a lot of data as well. In fact, how many millimeters it rains in Bangalore? Anyone remembers?
900 to 1000
millimeters. And we have 3 valleys. You give a lot of data points as well. And we call SMEs, subject matter experts. So you are expert in this. So any questions or it just flows. So I think you chose a very good topic which you are very comfortable to speak on. Ending of the speech was excellent when there are no questions and the answer given by the audience was your ending. It's really nice. I thought it was enough prepared because you are the SME, subject matter expert. You handle the audience as well very effectively. You are very comfortable on the stage. I thought you have done a very good job. All the best for the next speech. Okay, then we had the table topic session. Due to limited time, we had only 4 topics, and I know table talk master wants to give more and more topics because he is such a person. He is comfortable. He can just pick the topics from other speeches and create the topics. So today's table talk master Santoshi sir, you lived up to my expectation. The topics looked very simple, but as we come up on the stage, as we start, we find it's not easy to go. And the topics were on the theme, food for thought. All the speakers spoke very well. Though looked simple, we had to really stretch our imagination to speak on the topic. Very well done, sir. All the best, and I really enjoyed your role. Thank you.
Thank you so much for not calling me.
Yes, sir. No, I forgot. Sorry.
No, thank you so much. I really enjoyed it.
Sir, please. What you done?
Get it. The time is gone.
Okay. So, sorry, I kept my mobile on. We have sent this link for voting. Please vote for the role takers. This for the members. And as I said earlier, please give feedback to the role takers. What you liked or any improvement can be done. You can just pass on this to the particular role taker. Now we have the role takers giving feedback, tag role takers. Can you start with the grammarian, please? Give a crisp feedback.
We had good usage of the word for the day today. We had 6 times the word being used, but the theme of the day was more used than the word of the day. So that is one thing that came to my notice. Other than that, most of the speakers, the English was good. I would like to congratulate TMOD for nice usage, good usage. Building is already built, so why is it called building? It was something good and used a lots of quotes. That is something which is close to me and I liked it. The speaker number 1, she has a very good title, a title from a foreign language being used here. Again, Nish. Yeah. Coming to the not so good usage, Sam Manekshaw is the first person. He's something. He's the first general. So that was one thing which I could tell. Has a color TV. It should have been have a color TV. Replace water. Replace water bodies would have sounded more appropriate. So then table topic speaker, nostalgia. No, it's nostalgia. That's all.
Thank you. Our counter was not BKK said to give crisp feedback.
Good evening. Thank you, General Evaluator. So Chandrasekhar used 2 hours. Otherwise, is very good. Toastmaster Gopaya used maybe 5 hours, and yes, also a couple of times he used. And Sarada used about 7-8 hours. Probably over a period of time he should be able to do it better. Nimisha was flawless, and Arjun again used many hours. And your clutch words being and so many things, but I didn't bother to count. Not many, but maybe 1 or 2. It was not required, but you used it. And Ramdas again is flawless, Toastmaster Ramdas. Anand used 4 hours. It is okay. Otherwise, he was quite good as a speaker. And that's it. I didn't really bother to check the table topic people. So
thank you.
Back to you.
Thank you, sir. Toastmaster Anand pitched in timer for the last minute before start meeting. A report, please.
For the first time, I am seeing a chart being made for the timer. Very nice thing. Our SAA finished it in 1 minute 45 seconds, where he had 2 minutes to do, but that was very nice. Our presiding officer Chandrasekhar was so engrossed, he overshot by 45 seconds. 6 minutes 45 seconds. TM Bhupaya, food for thought, and thinking was so apt, so he overshot by 3 minutes 50 seconds. Instead of 8, it took 11 minutes 50 seconds. TM Sharda, for the first time speaker, and with all her memories with Shah Rukh Khan, she overshot by 55 seconds. TM Arjun, he was so nostalgic, and just like the MBA guy, he was bang on time, 5 minutes 54 seconds. That was super. And me, Nimisha says that I finished it in 13 minutes 34 seconds, where I had 15 minutes to do. I hope it qualifies. TM Sunil qualified with as a as a table topic speaker, 1 minute 10 seconds. Vikas Agarwal took 53 seconds, so 1 minute is the qualifying time.
Oh, that's okay.
He got crushed by his English. And Madhuri Srikanth, she took 1 minute 13 seconds, we qualified man, and Steve was beautiful. But yet, you could have spoken more. She did it in 32 seconds, which was 30 seconds less than the qualifying time. Evaluator 1, Chandrasekhar, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Nimisha, 2 minutes 59 seconds. You can't be more accurate than that. And Toastmaster Ramdas, 2 minutes 6 seconds, all qualified. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. A small addition, we'll have 30 seconds grace time beyond the allotted time. For example, speech is 4 to 6 minutes, up to 6.5 minutes we are qualified.
Yeah, of course.
Correct. So, thank you. Now may I invite the presiding officer to share your feedback for your today's performance. What you did well and
what I did well, what I did not
better.
well. What I did well, I think I energized the room and I made everybody give some food for thought as what to be done. What I did wrong, I forgot to record my own program. So pardon me, you will be having first few minutes not record being shared. Thank you.
Thank you. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, you're doing this role, the second meeting as presiding officer. I find you having extremely good high energy. Very, very nice. You talked about the importance or significance of 222 or 222. First time I'm understanding or learning that this is spiritual awakening as per the neurology. Very nice, sir. That's what I learned today. What you could have done better is one, little more preparation would have helped. I saw you looking down sometimes. It's a distraction for the audience. Secondly, if you share personal story on the theme, that will be more connecting to the audience. Otherwise, you are very confident, highly energetic. You motivate the complete, you charm and sort of bring a lot of energy to the meeting. I really enjoyed. All the best for next performances. Thank you.
Thank you.
With this, hand over back to Toastmaster Vijay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramdas. I'm sure Toastmaster Ramdas has given everyone food for thought, some tidbits that you can carry back home. And I'm sure you will learn from it and come back stronger. So with this, I just want to remind you to vote. I think the voting links have already been sent to all the members. I don't know the guests, do they get a... So please do vote, and I'd like to leave you with another food for thought. Life is like a camera. You focus only on the good things and you capture the moment. You take a pic. You develop the picture. If you don't like it, if you don't like what you see, just take another shot. Over to the presiding officer.
Thank you very much. I hope everybody enjoyed today's evening and had a knowledge awakening in yourself. And I see our very senior and founder member, PK sir, has not spoken anything. So, a two sentence
Yes.
about
In
today's
fact,
meeting, please.
Yeah, I forgot to bring today a paper and a pen. This is a must. In fact, you should have a book, preferably for Toastmaster work, like how many of you are having. I was bringing, I had that habit, somehow I lost it on the way. So I was not having role. I thought I just come in the last minute also. I made it because that's why that 6:30 to 7 fellowship is kept, so that none of us come late. So these two are the points what I wanted to mention.
Thank you very much, sir. Really, it gives us all the things to get prepared, and Toastmasters is a real serious business for self-improvement, and I hope 222 meeting gives you a lot of insights and much more learning experience. To NITK BHIVE Toastmasters gives you a lot of opportunities to learn, and the energy or the level of improvement you can feel once you participate wholeheartedly. So may I? It is almost time to now declare that among us who performed well for today's meeting. Though this decision is not that there is any disparity, it is how you performed today or how you were able to reach out to everyone and everyone, and based on that we have arrived at a small result, and the best speaker. Oh, who's the person who has been selected as the best speaker?
Anand, sir.
It is Toastmaster Anand. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you. Best evaluation. Toastmaster Nimisha with a beautiful smile. I think the evaluatee, seeing your smile, would have learnt a lot. Best Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Popaya. Best role assignee. Anand. Toastmaster Pratap. Always brings in words, sentences, meanings out of the blue, and very nice opportunity he gives us for learning. And best table topic speaker. Today, Sunil did the best. So please give him a big round of applause. With this, I'm sure you all enjoyed. We'll be taking a lot of points. And before I close, I would like to have feedback from our guests as to how they felt about today's meeting. Sir, from you first.
It's really a great experience. I always wanted to come and join this. So lazy to come and join, but today I somehow made it. Sorry, I came late because I didn't get a parking. I was just roaming around there. So it's really a very thoughtful enlightenment session. I personally want to come and self-improve myself because I do have a stage fear. I really want to come and talk about the table topic of crash, but I had a little fear like how people will judge me, so I didn't turn up there.
No,
So,
that is.
So it's really nice. I look forward for more sessions, and probably if possible in very soon upcoming session I'll give an icebreaker session.
Thank you very much. Madam, your feedback for today's meeting?
Yeah, it was a great learning for me by seeing all very good speakers. I'm getting this one that I can also learn something and I can do a better speak whenever I go for the stage. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sir, your feedback on today's session, how did you enjoy, learn today's meeting?
I feel this is a place for me as from class KG till PhD for my public speaking thing. So I can speak anything and you are there to correct me, and then I can be a PhD in my public speaking. Thank you.
Madam, your feedback.
Really enjoyed today's session. So this reminds me of when I used to take Toastmaster sessions when I was in 5th grade. I used to go for something called Young Orators. So looking at all the evaluators, it reminded me of when I was being evaluated. So it was a great session.
Thank you very much. Toastmasters is a real good platform where you can come experience yourself, you learn, you speak, and you go. But it is a disciplined approach is that which we all need to follow. With this thought process, I end today's meeting number 222, and thank you everyone. Before we close, we have small snacks arranged.